it do? It's your boy Mary Monk, the Uptown representative. You already know we about to chop it up.
That cocaine Steven 94. This that how you do it, dawg. This that pistol with no bullets in it. This that boy, he still gon' up it, y'all. Puerto Rican bluffing all. See, this that pretty dunk before the fix. This that Mary Monk before the wicks. This that never seen him running. This that shit that's in the need of oven. This that get back from my Lena cousin. This that no he didn't know.
Hey man, I'm here with Mary Monk, man. Mary, how you feeling?
Feeling good, I'm feeling good. So, another day, another dollar, you already know what it is.
For sure, for sure. Hey man, Mary, for the people that don't know, man, Mary, where you from?
I'm from Little Haiti, but Uptown, which is the upper, the river section, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. What's it like growing up out there?
The same way it is everywhere, you know. Struggle here and there, trouble as an adolescent, you know, school fights, survival, same.
For sure. So, would you say it made you a warrior to the person that you are today?
Definitely, most definitely.
For sure.
I'm a direct product of my environment.
For sure. So, let's walk, for somebody that doesn't know what it's like in Little Haiti, you know, Uptown, like, what would you tell a regular person what it's like out there?
You gotta be aware of your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay on point because everything will look a certain way, but it's really not. And it's like, if you don't know what's going on, you can get caught in the blind. You get fucked up, so you know, something happen. But you just gotta know how to be on point. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
For sure. So, hey man, so walk me through, man. What was it like growing up at, like, when you was growing up out there, like going to high school and stuff? What was it like?
High school, well, I'm gonna say middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Horseman, shout out to my horseman niggas, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
The realest middle school out there. But middle school is really like I said, fights, and violence, not violence, but that was our first taste of violence in the life, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Growing up, of course, my brothers that was thugging and doing their thing and shit, so we kind of seen it. Me and my brother kind of seen it happening within the household. By the time we got to middle school, we was just fully exposed to everything that's going on: drugs, prostitution, poverty. You know what I'm saying? And at the time too, we you know, when you in it, you don't really realize, yo, we fucked up. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I remember being like 14 and telling myself like, oh shit, like when they talk about poverty and shit, like that's us, like we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that, like, you feel me? And then high school was nothing different. It just graduated from fighting to shooting and, you know, elevating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I did graduate though, barely, but I had to kind of pull myself together to graduate, you feel me? Because I was headed down a certain path that was like, it wasn't good for me. And I couldn't walk in my house without that diploma. Everybody else got their shit, so I just had to get my shit, you feel me? But aside from that, you know, it's just the same way it is everywhere. Every other hood, if you live in a hood where there's guns and drugs and whatever, the same shit going on in my hood, same thing.
For sure. Hey man, I want to point out something, man. Shout out Big Fredo, man. When I did my interview with Big Fredo, he said the same thing about Miami. So would you say, growing up in Miami, that it takes like, not necessarily it takes, basically you got to tote guns earlier, like you got to do a lot of shit earlier. Would you say, like, basically what I'm saying is, would you say that you would have to grow up faster in Miami versus other hoods?
In Miami?
In Miami.
Miami or
like Miami the whole, you know what I'm saying? The whole city, yeah.
I would say, yeah, Miami is hit to a lot of shit. I always tell niggas that when I go to other places, it's like, they're not exposed to everything that we have. They might have one part or one thing, but the way we know it, like we know about fashion. We got all the drugs, we got guns,
right?
Everything coming through the port.
Right.
So it's like we always hit the lingo, and our lingo itself is a mixture of a lot of lingos in one.
For sure.
It's a multicultural melting pot. So yeah, you gotta do things early, but shit. I mean, the way I see Florida now, bro, it's like what I seen growing up all over.
Right.
It just spread it. It's everywhere now.
For sure.
Wigs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure you gotta start thugging early. You feel me?
For sure.
I think that's what it is though. Miami, everything is fast. You feel me? Whereas in a lot of other places it's a little slower, so tend to take time to catch on and shit.
For sure. So you all say you were from Little Haiti. Are you from Haitian descent?
Yeah, both of my parents Haitian.
Oh, okay. Were you born here or?
No, I was born here first generation.
Oh, okay.
First generation, but my mom and dad from Haiti. My two older brothers, they born in Haiti.
Right.
So you can kind of understand. Like my sister was the first one born here.
For sure.
My other brother than me.
For sure. So, what's it like, you know, growing up being Haitian? Like, for someone that don't know.
Being Haitian is like, you already gotta be black. You feel me?
Right.
It's already a struggle being black, but then now you got like, you Haitian. Like, I remember being picked on and like, or like, you know, just us getting to middle school and having to fight.
Right.
And having to stick together, you feel me? And just having to put our foot down with that, like, yo, we ain't running no more, like, this is what it is. So coming up being this old wasn't cool. It wasn't what it is now. Definitely wasn't that, you feel me? And then, you know, at the time you got used to it, but one thing about, like, I don't know how it is in other areas, but the Americans that we used to fight in our area, we locked in now.
Right.
We damn near like.
So basically you got that respect type shit.
We are, it's one big family now. You can say so many words, but it's just like sibling rivalry. We gonna fight, but we're so close in proximity that it's like at some point, we either gonna have to get money together or somebody went to the other hood and had a baby over here.
Type shit.
In a matter of time,
it just gets bigger and bigger, and it's just like you might as well shake hands now.
That's all it is.
For sure.
And you know, growing up Haitian, that's how it was. Like, I remember wearing church clothes to school. I remember having fake Jordans. But my parents didn't know no better, you feel me?
For sure.
I remember not speaking no English and being in Esau and shit. I remember all that. So growing up Haitian, you feel me? It's kind of like being like having a double-edged sword. You already got to deal with the injustices of being a black person in America and shit. But now you got to deal with the prejudices from your own kind of like, you know, African American brothers and shit, sisters coming at you because y'all just from a different island.
For sure.
But y'all look the same, you know what I'm saying? So that could kind of psychologically fuck us up. Like, even to this day, not saying that I don't trust my African American counterparts, but it's the kind of way that I have to move because of
back then, basically, yeah.
Vice versa for the same ones in our area too, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. And I remember watching the Akon interview one time, and I seen him speak about being Nigerian.
Right.
And moving to New Jersey where he from.
Right.
And the way he described it, I'm like, damn, that's exactly what we went through. We went through
sure.
shit. So, I don't know. I feel like it's systematic, but it is what it is.
For sure. So, when would you say you first started rapping? Like, what age?
I first started rapping by listening. Let's say it like that. My brother used to get the little, I don't know if you remember it, like, I don't know how old you is, but back then, we had these little things like BMI or some shit where, like, you got lick and paste, some CD shit where he ordered a bunch of CDs. So he would have all Nas, Pac, Biggie, and Cannabis. I remember my brother just having all type of shit, Firm, and me and my brother, like, when they would leave, my brother that's 1 year older than me, we would just always just dissect it.
Right. So
I fell in love with rap through listening, trying to rap the lyrics with the rappers. But then eventually, I done learned so much lyrics and so much words, I just started making my own, you feel me? And innately, it just took off.
Nah, for sure. You see, I ain't gonna lie, I'm young as fuck, so I don't know what the hell you talking about. I just turned 22, so all the BMI stuff, so I don't know nothing.
That's some long time shit. That's some long time shit.
Nah, for sure. So, what was the first song that you remember that like actually took off?
Took off?
Yeah, or like not took off to the point where everybody felt you, but on some shit where like the whole, like basically some majority of Florida felt you type shit.
Oh, for me?
For you.
Damn, what song it was? Still Got Love? I say Still Got Love, maybe. If not Still Got Love, then Motivate Me, probably. One of them.
For sure.
But nah, let me take that back. I was on In the Mist with Bruno.
Okay.
In the Mist.
For sure. How was that? You know, how was that? Like making that track with Bruno Mars?
That shit was magical.
For sure.
That shit was magical. Like that whole session, and to see it be what it became, I kind of learned about energy and shit. Like as far as making records, the energy you put into a record, that hypeness and all that sweating and all the chemistry that you going in the studio back and forth or whatever, all that goes into the record. And when people hear it, they take it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So when In the Mist took off and more people like started catching on and shit, it kind of had me like, damn, this is all the energy that we put into this song, because a lot of people don't know the chopping and the sweating and the takes and how hard it was, not hard, but like how tedious the process was, you feel me?
For sure.
But it was worth it though.
For sure. So I'm glad you're talking about energy. You're talking about the meaning of a song. When you made the song Streets Need Love, man, what was the meaning? What was the feeling like? Let's talk about that energy behind that song, man.
Okay, so Streets Need Love. Okay, I had the beat first, you know what I'm saying, when I had the beat, I didn't really know what I wanted to talk about. So, and that's another thing for me. Sometimes I gotta let my songs write themselves.
For sure.
And that song was a song that wrote itself. I really feel like I ain't write a song, but what happened was I had the beat, and some beats I get, they just so hard. Like, I know I'm gonna fuck with this, but I ain't got none yet, so I'll ride to it, or I'll just always listen to it until something hit me. So I started freestyling, and I freestyled the first line of the first verse. What I said, no peace for the thugs, circle streets need love for the good. That's the only bar I had. Like 4 or 5 days I'm not just saying that bar.
Right.
So one day I just went to the studio, and then once I laid that bar down, it's like every bar after that came, and then the song wrote itself. But once I kind of knew what I wanted to talk about, like I got into the first verse, and I'm like, damn, I know what I'm gonna make this about. Okay, I'm gonna make it about my little homie in the hood, because his story reflects the story of a lot of
people in Miami
that's caught in the street life. The young niggas that caught in the street life, and I feel like it's due to lack of guidance. We just don't know better.
Right.
All I know is guns and these four corners, and this is what else I'm gonna do.
Exactly.
We just don't know. So that whole basis of the song, which is basically saying how like the young niggas in the streets, they turn up because they don't know better. Nobody ever showed them anything different. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, the people that were in position to be a guidance or some kind of like leeway for a nigga to know, like, go this way. They gone, they in jail, or they died.
Right.
Because of the same cycle that, you know, you trying to keep the young niggas out of. So that was that whole point of that song. But I felt like using a real situation would have made the people connect to it more.
Right.
You feel me?
No, for sure.
I try to do it in a way where it's like, I still respect the street politics and everything going on, but I want to keep it as authentic as possible. Where it's like, I ain't really say no names, but if you know, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it was really that kind of track.
It's crazy because that song, believe it or not, it impacted a lot of people that knew what the hell you was talking about. Because even me, I ain't even gonna lie, like on some real shit, I think maybe I was in 8th grade or 7th grade the first time I ever heard that song. And I think, bruh, it didn't even hit, it didn't even have that much views. I only had like 10K, like minimum. Feel what I'm saying? So when I like heard it, I was like, damn, like, somebody really feel me, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit that, there's some things that you could talk about, nobody will never understand. Yeah. But to know somebody out there that's like going through the same shit and understand, like, for sure.
I get that a lot, but see, that's what I tell you, that comes from putting the real into the music. That's why when people say just be you, be yourself, be out there. That's what they mean, like, you're a journalist. I'm just a journalist that rhyme words.
Exactly.
My job is to observe what's going on, capture it in time. So 100 years from now, when they dig all this shit up and find the tablets, whatever, they can know exactly what the fuck was going on in Little Haiti, the town where I'm from.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how niggas gotta look at it. You can't do that if you just making shit up.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I was young as fuck. Like, you feel me? Like I'm 20, like I said, I'm 22. So when I first heard that, bitch, think about it. So that was what? If I was in 7th grade, I was like 12, 13 years old. Bitch, I'm already saying that already. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So imagine all the people that's already doing it or not living it already. You see what I'm saying?
It's a lot of people that like they reach out to me about that song and other songs I have. Some of my shit actually kind of altered this path. So when I do that, I just be like, God, you see, like it kind of give me peace in my like, okay, if I ain't do nothing in this world, at least I help somebody go from this to this. You know,
for sure.
Music.
For sure. So Monk, since we're talking about your music, man, let's talk about your creative process. What does Monk got to do when he get in that studio?
A studio?
Or anywhere, wherever you're recording at.
I gotta get the weed.
For sure.
I gotta get the Adderall. I'm sorry, y'all. Adderall because I gotta stay up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to work at night. And just I don't know, something about that nighttime that I just feel better. Everybody sleep. I can move better. I can do what I want. And that's it. I record myself. And I just gotta have beats. That's it. Another thing, I have to live. I can't go to the studio if I ain't inspired. You feel me?
Right.
Like other than that, I'm gonna just be doing a whole bunch of like songs that have no depth or like I feel like don't have no real intrinsic value. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Just me rhyming or me trying to like spar with my words and some shit.
For sure.
Other than that, my creative process is just listen to a beat. I used to write, but I ain't write in a long time.
Okay, so you're no pen type of guy.
Yeah, I mean that's just how the game kind of made it.
Yeah.
Because I gotta record myself.
Right.
So I don't have time to write a verse and
hop back in.
I set the shit up, got my headphones, got the mic, I record myself. I freestyle first too.
Right.
Or if I know what I'm talking about, I really know the topic or what I'm talking about, that song will be done in 10 minutes. Those songs will take long. It's the ones where I like, okay, I gotta try to be creative. I'm trying to put a concept to it, then I'll take my time, I'll bar for bar. I'll write 1 bar, go 4 bars, go 6 bars, bomb. Once I'm midway through the verse, I'm already thinking of the hook in the back of my mind. So by the time I get to the hook, I already know the melody or the flow, and then the song will be done.
For sure. So which songs would you say typically hit better? Is it the ones that you feel me, you engineer by yourself and you got to write and then come back to the booth, or the ones that you just freestyle the whole way?
The ones where I'm being real. It don't matter how I could have wrote it, I could have typed it. The ones that hit better is the ones where I'm telling you the name of the people, the place, the time, like real situations. Those are the ones that hit the best. For sure.
So whenever you go out, man, what do people typically tell you? Do they like really feel like they like feel towards you type of thing?
When I actually just had it happen to me like 2 days ago. Whereas like, cause for me it'd be weird. Like a lot of times when I'm going out, I gotta remind myself like, hey, people know you, bro. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll just be walking, you know what I'm saying? A nigga stop me like, and the nigga the other day it's somebody I was dealing with. They was like, they introduced me to the person that's like this Mo. He was like, Mo, you got a friend? I'm like, yeah, Mirror Mo. And the nigga just started going crazy, yo. Your music, your lyricism, and da-da-da. And for me, that's always humbling. Like, that shit always kind of keep a nigga grounded. Like, damn, you can work so hard and you'll feel like ain't nobody listening, nobody cares. So when those kind of situations happen, for me, it'd be like, thank you, God. At least, you know what I'm saying? At least I got to one person, you feel me? And he ain't just coming up on no fashion. He really telling me, like, yo, your
some real shit.
Your music helped me do this, do that. Like, I done had niggas tell me, yo, my grandma just died, I'm battling cancer. This person just died, I'm going through this, or I graduated, I just got married. So and when I hear those things, for me it'd be overwhelming or just be like motivation to just keep going, you feel me? Like I'm serving a higher purpose. And why I tell you a lot of times some of the songs I write, I just feel like some higher purpose, some higher energy that jump into a nigga and bottom. I write a song and it's for serving a higher purpose for God's people type shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
for sure.
Not on the religious shit, just
no, that's for sure though.
Shit.
Yeah, because a lot of other people don't really know us black people. We really talented. Like you see how you doing all this, and for somebody else that's the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? You basically doing the bare minimum. Some people really got a game plan when they gotta go record. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it shows that us African Americans we're really talented. We don't really gotta do too much just to to get the message or do what we gotta do.
We tap in, we're just natural to everything that's going on within this realm that we're living in. So that's just what it is. And the thing about the talent too, if you want to know if you're talented at something, it's always going to be the thing that people tell you that you're good at, and you're like, for real? You feel me? Because to you're so good at it, you think it's easy and everybody should be able to do it.
For sure.
Nah, that's just you. You're so good at it. Only you can do it. So that's how you identify what your talent is. And that's how for me it was music. Because I could be mad, sad, happy. I could have just quit yesterday. I'm going to the studio and record about how I just quit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do music no matter what emotion I'm in, no matter what situation. That's just how I know that's my love for it.
For sure. Let's talk about one of your other top songs, Understand Love, man. Right. Talk to me. Like, that thing almost had 1 million views already, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me about it.
Okay, so Understand Love came from, once again, a real situation. I was dealing with a breakup. I was with Dolly, and then he pulled up on my ex or whatever. Cause I met her through him and his whatever. So he pulled up to her crib. So when he pulled up, I jumped out the holler at her. He ain't looking at me like, "Fuck you doing?" So I jumped out the holler at her like it was good, and she just had this startled vibe, like, we ain't talking so long, and it's just how you just gonna jump out and just run up on me like that. So I'm talking or whatever, but like when I realized that it's like. I really have like nothing to offer, but like I'm basically gonna do the same shit again that I did already. Let me not even waste this girl time. Like let me just chill. You know what I'm saying? And just knowing that like if I would apply pressure and put I couldn't put it. Just realizing that I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Right. So once I jumped back in the whip, I started humming some shit, and then I cut the beat on. I cut that beat on. That happened to be the beat I played, and then first shit I started humming was, and you say you don't understand love, and you feeling like you got no control, cause you thinking that you wanna be on it. And once I did that, I told him, I gotta go to the studio.
Just write about it.
By the time I got to studio, shit was done.
For sure.
It was done.
So, what do you make your music? Are you like in the mood type of rapper, like how you feeling at that moment, or is it something that's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm an empath, so I take in energy. I feel it. People say I'm sensitive, but I just think I take in a lot of energy, so I give out a lot of energy.
Right.
So I gotta be careful of where I like my surroundings and shit. So I just think that it's all energy. It's all energy. So if I feel good and I make money that day, you're gonna get a song about feeling good and making money. If I don't like these hoes, my girl just tried me and fuck these bitches, you gonna get to fuck these bitches. Or if I'm just in love with you gonna get whatever. Yeah, so it's whatever I'm feeling at the moment. But it could be, I done had songs where I'm happy, but I'm making a song about feeling fucked up, and it's just because I know the situation good enough. It ain't nothing hard for me to just tap in, you feel me?
For sure. I got a question for you, Mo. What is the Mirror Music? Is it an LLC or is it a label?
It's an LLC, but it is a label.
Okay.
It's a private company.
Okay.
But I want to say it's a label and a management company, because I do have a couple artists that I'm working with just behind the scenes, and where they like not really signed to me, but through my input, I'm just putting them on how to.
For sure. Walk them through, basically.
Yeah, walk them through. Where it's just like, you can say management a little bit, but it's just like me just really looking out for niggas that just really don't know, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I have no guidance.
That's what's up. So you must see a lot of potential in them artists.
Yeah. I don't know, the thing about me, I got always seen potential in everybody. Yeah, I don't know, but that's the thing about it. That's why people always kind of but kind of come to me for help and advice. Because when I talk to you, I'm not talking to you from how you come. I'm talking to you from the best part of you.
Right.
I'm able to see what you could be, and we're like, if you could do this, you could do that. Or, that's just the part of me that I see in people, you know what I'm saying? I just always see the good in people.
For sure. So, Mo, man, the project, man, talk to me, walk me through it. Let's talk about it.
So right now what I'm going through is, at first I was battling whether I should put out a project or if I should just keep dropping singles. Because now with the way the game is, everybody's attention span ain't as long as it was.
Yeah, a minute, 2 minutes, songs
You ask yourself, when the last time you really rolled to a project and gave it that chance, whereas if it ain't a nigga that's already at the top,
right,
break or some shit, you really ain't finna, you gonna pick your best 4 songs and you gonna ride out. You know what I'm saying? So, but that would automatically cancel out a project. I just feel like I want to put out some singles enough until I can curate a project where it's really an album. It ain't just 10 songs that a nigga put together, gave it a name, and put an artwork. No, I really want these songs to connect. Like when you listen from beginning to end, you either got somewhere, you got something, you felt the depth that I put into it, or it's something that you gain. It ain't just you listen to it one time and I understand everything. That's what it is. No, man. I want you I want to put something together that's really like well thought out. You know what I'm saying? Concept, vision. I want songs to kind of, and even the beats. I want to go back to real instrumentation and kind of leave all the computer sounds and shit alone for a little bit. Because I noticed that when it's real instruments, they have a different feel on them. I don't know if other people feel it, but when I listen to a song with real instruments being used, it kind of it hits you hard.
Like it tapped into the inner you.
It hits your soul directly. You feel me? Versus like, the sounds and shit that I'm using now to make sounds. So once that's what I was battling, but I did put a project together. Now I got a hard drive full of songs, I ain't gonna lie. So I probably got like 7 albums worth of music in one hard drive. You feel me? So the hardest thing for me would be organizing the songs and putting them in a way where it makes sense, but it is a real project. You feel me? Like I don't name my project Make It Out the Hood or Make It Out the Streets, and all I'm talking about is just fucking
nonsense. Street shit. Yeah.
If this is what I call my project, this is what I'm talking about. This is what you expect to hear. The nigga that's featured on the song, he telling you the same shit, but you say his. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Since it ain't just niggas rapping and just saying whatever. That's just a lot of what's going on now. So, but the project, like I was saying, I don't have no name, but it does. Like the form is coming along, but it's just not as far as along to where I can name it something. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too is every time I can't stop recording, dog.
Right.
So I done had projects before, like, okay, this project is complete. This is it. This is where it's at. And I go record a new song. All right, I gotta take a song off to put this new on. Or that song would be so hard. Fuck this whole project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me just
keep focusing on that single type shit.
I'm gonna start project shit this one. So it's that, but the project should be here in about a couple months. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm on my single shit. I'm dropping singles every week. So just to stay relevant and shit.
No, for sure. Hey man, where can the people find you as far as your social media?
Everything at mirror_monk, MIRROR_MONK.
Okay.
Or at Mirror Music, MIRRORMUZIK. I hope I spell mirror right. I know I spell it wrong. I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, they know who you are.
Yeah, they know what it is.
For sure. Hey man, Mo, I appreciate you chopping it up with me.
Appreciate you, man. Continue to do your thing. I can't wait to see you elevate, man.
For sure, every day.